Hi guys, today we are going to know about control flow statements. What are control flow statements? The control statements are used for controlling the execution of the program which we write. Means to skip a particular statement and then to execute the next statements. So there are 5 types of control statements. We'll see one by one. First one is if condition. Okay, what is the syntax? Syntax is like this: if, then in the brackets logic is placed, then flower presses, this one is true block. If condition is satisfied, then this one is executed, these two statements, else these two are executed, this one is false block. So let's take one example. Let's take this in the real-time scenario. We will take this in developer console and test this whether this will work out or not. Okay, so in developer console, open anonymous window by using Ctrl+C, then we will paste this. So before checking whether this condition is working or not, we have to declare that variable years experience. So years of experience is integer, right? So we have to declare like this. So if you give value is equal to 5, then we'll see what will come as the result. See, checking debug only, we'll get the result. See, it's less than 10 years. So if we give greater than 10, then it will display this one. Let's take the value 15 and then execute. So it's loading and we got the result. See here, we got that years of experience is more than 10. Okay, we'll move on to next one. Okay, so if block contains only one statement, we need not use the flower braces between this else and if statement. See, like this. But if statements are more than one, we have to use the braces between this else, and if between these also we have to use braces. Okay, then we'll move on to multiple if else. What is the syntax for multiple if else? More than one condition is there, then we'll use multiple if else statements. See here, it is like this: if condition 1 and then statement 1, statement 2 are there, else if condition 2, then statement 3, statement 4. Here 3 conditions are there, so we used 3 if statements. See, okay, let's take one example. We'll check that whether it is working or not. We'll select now execute highlighted. We'll highlight these which we want to execute. Okay, we have to select this one also. We'll place this one. Okay. Okay. We'll use the debug statement here. Now we'll execute. What is this now? Okay. I'll change this one. Phrases are properly placed after each statement like this. Now we'll check whether this will work or not. Okay. See, it's like greater than 10. Okay, here is declared like 50. So we got the result. Then we'll move on to next statement. Next one is switch statement. It's used to execute statement based on the value of the expression. The expression may be integer, long, string, it may be subject or it may be function. Okay, like this one is one example. If value is 10, then statement 1, 20, statement 2, 30, statement 3, statement 4. Let's see the syntax. See, string city is declared like this using string data type, and this one is syntax. When value 1, these two statements are executed, and when value 2, these statement 3 is executed, and when value 3, statement 4 is executed, and else statement 5. So let's take one example. Here after switch on, this is age is declared. This is declared like this before, and this is taken in this place after switch on expression. Let's take this example. So here age is declared as 50, switch expression is used. If it is 10, then age is 10, it is displayed, and 20 is displayed, and 30 is displayed. When else system.debug age is placed. Okay, let's execute this and test this one. We'll execute this using execute highlighted. Okay, it is loading now. And while selecting debug only, we'll get the result. So age is 50. Okay. So now we'll move on to next example for switch statement. So how city is Hyderabad, display as admin courses are available, Chennai kids available. When it is Bangalore, Pune, Delhi, display integration is available. For any other city, no courses are available. I'll take this example. Okay, using switch statement we'll do this. Okay, let's do this. The anonymous window. Let's check whether this is working or not. Okay. Let's check this one. Okay, I think it is working now. So now we'll move on. So how to execute the statements repeatedly till a condition is true? It's by using looping statements. So here one example is taken. Get the salary of each employee, add the salary to some variable until to the last employee. So let's take this example and we'll check for the for loop. Display 1 to 10 integer values in the log. So we have to use initialization, increment condition and operating procedure on this increment operator. We'll use it in anonymous window. We'll check whether it is working or not. Okay. So now we got the result. Okay. To use the for loop, step 1 is initialize the counter and check the exit condition, then execute the logic if exit condition is true, then increment the counter, then execute the logic if exit condition is true. So we have to repeat the step 3. Next one is, let's take an example. Display the values from 5 to 25 in the log. Let's take another example. Five to 25, no? Okay, we have to change the numbers. See, numbers are displayed like this, one below the other, from 5 to 25. So when we have to display in reverse manner, we have to take the decrement operator, I minus minus. So let's take this, display the values from 10 to 1 in the log. So what is dynamic initialization? Here two variables are taken. Total is declared as 0 and j is taken as 1. Let's see this. So now we'll know the desired result. It's taking more than usual time. So what is the difference? Okay, now the result we got. Next we'll move on to next example. Display the even numbers till 11, 2, 4, 6, or 10. I'll do it in anonymous window now. Okay, now we got the even numbers. So odd numbers are also displayed like that only. Next we will do the sum of first n integers and display the total. Here total is declared as 0 before for loop. Let's take this. Let's execute this and see the desired result. Okay, now we got the result. Sum of the integers. Next one is dynamic initialization. Here two integers are taken and the value is declared before the for loop. Let's see what will get the result by executing this. between these two sums. Here in the previous example only one integer is taken. Okay, here it is declared like I is equal to j. So j is equal to 1. Okay. In both examples we got the same result. This is called dynamic initialization. Means it's already declared before the for loop. Here in previous example it is declared inside the for loop like I is equal to 1, but in the next example it is declared before the for loop like j is equal to 1, and in the for loop it is given like I is equal to j. Okay, next we'll move on to next looping statement, that is do while. What is the syntax? So do and between the braces logic, while condition, do some logic while one condition is stored. This is the syntax for do while loop. Display 1 to 10 integer values in the log. Okay, let's take this. Here integer is declared as 1. It is do statement, string of debug I. This is logic. What is the logic? It is increment operator. I plus plus, we have to display the numbers from 1 to 11. The increment operator is given as a logic inside the do statement. Next, while is executed. Okay. See, numbers are displayed. So what is the specialty about do while statement? At least once the logic will be executed in do while. So here in next example I is declared as 12. And increment operator is I plus plus while I less than 11. Okay, let's see what we'll get. Okay, only 12 is displayed. Next we'll move on to while loop statement. So in this the condition is given inside the brackets before, while condition and logic is included inside the braces. Let's take one example how it will works. So numbers are displayed from 1 to 10 using this. So for any statement we have to first declare the variable, and we have to give in the value. See, like this it is declared in while loop. Let's execute this. Okay, numbers are displayed like this from 1 to 10. Okay.